welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenny. This is Jenny Reads Maybe, or maybe I read, or maybe I don't. So today I'm coming at you with a super exciting announcement. THRILLATHON Part 2 is coming at you soon. So I'm really excited. I participated in THRILLATHON last year as a host and I loved it. I loved going out of my comfort zone and reading thrillers. And just like more spooky reads. It was really fun and a really great way to kind of get in the mood and in the spirit for like Halloween. So we decided to do it again this year. And most of our hosts are returning. There's a couple that aren't, but so, information that you should know if you want to participate in THRILLATHON 2. So when is THRILLATHON? THRILLATHON this year will be taking place from the 17th to the 23rd of October. Who are the hosts of THRILLATHON? There is a lot of us. So there's me, there's the lovely Haunani, the lovely Kalia, the lovely Lucy, the lovely Lauren, the lovely Kelsey, the lovely Zoe, and the lovely Tiana. So that's a lot of us, but we all have a lot of different time zones, so that we're hoping that the sprints will be really accessible to different time zones. So keep that in mind. For prompts this year, Kalia, the uber talented, super amazing, super sweet, just great gal, came up with a bingo board for prompts. And so it is a week-long bingo board, so we are doubling up on prompts, getting what we can do like done. But to kind of go through the bingo board, it'll be right here. We have number 1, a cozy read. Number 2, join sprints, whether those are on Discord or on YouTube. Number 3 is an indie or self-pubbed book. Number 4 is like a self-care thing, like take a walk, light a candle, do something to care for yourself during this readathon. Number 5 in the next row is a new format. So if you've been reading mostly physical books, switch over to an ebook. If you've been reading mostly ebooks, switch to an audiobook. Do something really cool, just different. Watch a spooky movie. For me, spooky movies hard. I don't like scary movies, so I'm gonna probably pop on Hocus Pocus, get the Halloween vibes down, and enjoy my time. Number 3 on the bottom row, fall setting, and then a bookish selfie. Post a selfie, take a selfie, put it in the Discord, do something really cool, take a picture with the book you're reading or with the books you want to read or with your TBR. Next, a book that you are scared to read, a book with seasonal colors. This is kind of open to interpretation for your fall colors. And yeah, then a spooky read, a host favorite. I will be sharing my list of favorites that Kalia made for me in a little bit, but all the hosts have a favorite that you can pick. There's a whole bunch of options. Next, we have our free space, a buddy read, and then a book by a BIPOC or LGBT author, just somebody who's not a white cishet man. You know what I'm saying? And then treat yourself. Buy a book, buy a drink, do something fun for your season. Like have a good time again. So to continue, as I mentioned before, we do each have host favorites. So on mine, I actually have my little stack of my host favorites right here because I came prepared. So my 3 host favorites, and I tried to pick books and kind of tailor them to THRILLATHON, just kind of get them in the spooky or like fall vibes. And so my first one is Truly Devious. I have read every Truly Devious book out. I read the whole series. I read Box in the Woods. I really enjoy this. It's a YA thriller that follows Stevie Bell in a boarding school, tracking down a murder and kind of going through the steps to solve it. And it's really fun, and just Stevie Bell is a really cool character. So this is something if you're interested in like a YA murder mystery thriller. Yes. Then we have Gideon the Ninth. I did just read this and it's become a fast favorite. I do think there's kind of the fall colors, the orange, the fun stuff. It is like a darker kind of adult sci-fi sapphic lesbian necromancers in space. But it's a really like fun read. It is a little bit slower on the uptake, but there's a lot of like thrilling things. There's a lot of like intrigue. So I would definitely recommend this if you are in a sci-fi kind of spooky mood. And my third favorite that I picked is Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. I love Ninth House. It is a really dark kind of fall-esque, dark academia, light fantasy. It's not Leigh Bardugo's typical fantasy world. It is like, it does take place in our like contemporary world, but it's super dark, as you can tell. Like, it's really fun, and kind of a quick read to get into. So I definitely recommend this if you are looking for like a contemporary fantasy, like kind of dark. There's a lot of like thrilling mystery aspects to this. So those are my favorites. They're really fun reads and I would definitely recommend them. To kind of wrap this up, 2 things. 1, you can join our Discord. I will link it below. It's a super fun place where you can get more kind of content and more connection as we go through the readathon in October. I definitely love it. I love being in Discords, just kind of having that interaction during readathons is really fun. And we have a whole bunch of different like threads that you can join. And then the sprint schedule. We don't currently have a sprint schedule, but as we get closer to THRILLATHON, we will put together a sprint schedule and release it. As I said earlier in the video, we do have a lot of us in different time zones, so that should help to make it easier to find a sprint that works for you. Most of us work full time. We are busy, but we are going to try to sprint as much as we can to get some kind of reading done. So I don't have a TBR. I am anti-TBR because I am a mood reader. So we will see what I will be reading then. But yeah, I hope to see you on sprints. I hope to see you soon. I hope that you will join us for THRILLATHON and kind of going out of your comfort zone. So that is all from me today, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day and just a good week. So